Welcome to another video from Views from the Stands. Your host is here, Gunner, and we are going to be talking about the Dodgers trade rumors. There's been a few reports out there today that I felt like needed to be discussed on this channel, and we're going to be talking about it. So before we talk about that, as always, please go subscribe to this channel. The more you do that, the more people subscribe, the better content we'll bring to you. As always, though, don't forget to like the video and don't forget to comment. Let me know your thoughts and feedback, man. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Let's get into it, guys. So there was a couple reports out here today about interest, about certain players out there in trades. Right, we have about a month or so, right, until the deadline, which is always an exciting time for MLB and the fans. So first. And it's really a kind of a pairing, I should say, and that is Garrett Crochet and Luis Robert Jr. As you see, right, Dodgers confirmed to have interest. White Sox are going to be focused on their farm system among the Padres and the Mariners. So far, it's kind of some teams. There could be some other teams out there. That's something that I have personally seen. Now, with Crochet and at first, all right, let's talk about the pitcher. I mean, to me personally, I think it is a smokescreen. I don't get the sense that the Dodgers want to add starters. I mean, in my opinion, we have good depth as we speak today, especially with the injuries we have. I mean, these guys will get healthy post-July, right? And even before we get into those injuries, we still have a Kyle Hurt and a Nick Frosso in the minors, okay? We just obviously promoted Landon Knack. He's been solid when called upon. I mean, we're getting great production from Gavin Stone, great production from obviously Glasnow, and Paxton's starting to really feel himself a little bit these last few weeks. So I'm not really worried at the overall depth. I think nowadays you really don't need your starters to go 7 innings, right? Give me 5 to 6 and let's get into that bullpen. But to speak more on the starters that we have, right? Dustin May, he's going to be coming back. He's projected August, September timeline. He's starting to throw bullpens. We got Yamamoto coming back. I know Kershaw kind of just got sit back. We'll see what happens there. Honest thoughts is I wasn't kind of focused on him this year, honestly. Hopefully he come in right and just kind of produce in some aspect, but was really focused on our other pitchers. So depth and starting in particular, is not an issue in my opinion. And then also don't forget Walker Buehler, right? And he's come on the season after the UCL injury, right? He's got a hip injury now, but I think he can kind of regroup, find himself, and be good. So again, I think it's a smokescreen. We'll see, obviously, and we'll find out what the Dodgers really feel like. But this is kind of just my thoughts and what I see. Now, with Luis Robert, I do understand why he is being rumored with the Dodgers. We have limited depth next year in 2025, for outfielders. We're going to be, right, I mean, Teoscar is going to be off the books. Kike, even though he plays infield, right, he's an outfielder, he's going to be off the books. Jason Hayward's going to be off the books. So there's definitely less numbers. Obviously, you still got an Outman in the minors that can definitely get called up in 2025. But now the price tag would be lower than normal. He is batting not that good. He's batting $198, which is not great. But personally, I would like to stay away if we can. I think we can find a cheaper option. Outfielder with the same production, which we'll be going over momentarily, actually. And again, it would be definitely a cheaper, but pretty much about half of what Robert is making. So, without further ado, who is that other outfielder, right? And it's Randy Ozarena. I mean, he's basically got the same production. He's got a $191. He obviously he's been part of the race for some time. Friedman and the Rays, Dodgers and Rays, they have that same style from an analytical standpoint where he can really fit in, bat against the lefties, and mash against it. So I personally would like this. He's a cheaper option. I think he's actually, to be frank, I think he's a better player than Robert as it stands today. Robert definitely has a higher ceiling and the potential and all that. I mean, but this man has produced in some big time games. Back in 2020, WBC. This guy, when the bright lights are shining on him, he produces. So I would like this piece. I think this could work well. I think he would honestly fit in the utility role. Right? If you bring in a Robert, I mean, you got Teoscar, Podges, and Hayward. So are we sitting Hayward every time, and then switching with, I guess, him and Podges maybe? I don't know. I just feel like from a mental standpoint, it would work better with Randy than Luis Robert. I feel like Luis Robert would not like to be sitting down, given how young he is still. But just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think on these rumors. We got, again, the Randy Rosarena, where Jeff Passan predicts that this is the best move for the Dodgers, basically. And then the Athletic reported the Dodgers confirmed the interest with Crochet and Robert. Lastly, before we get out of here, is pretty much my wish list, and it's not players in particular. It's just, I guess you could say, position needs. Right? What I want is just utility players. I want people that are versatile, that can play multiple positions. Maybe even switch hitters. Right? To eliminate any of those lefty on lefty matchups, righty on righty matchups, stuff like that. And then lastly, bullpen. I kind of hinted that at the start with the Crochet, right? All you need is starters to go 5 to 6 innings, and then bring in the bullpen. If you have a roster full of just studs in that pen, I mean, it's going to be hard for the opponents to beat you. So, let's get maybe another lefty out there. Let's get another hard throwing righty as well. But I think lefty is the need. There's some kind of conversation with Tanner Scott out there. I'm not sure what happens with that. That'd be a great move. Lefty, he's been a closer. He's been in high pressure situations, and that's what we need. Bullpen's been fine. It's just there's certain spots where it can definitely get better. And it does never hurts to add pieces in the bullpen. I think that is a spot where we can have too much, in my opinion. So, guys, again, as always, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the Dodgers trade rumors and some of the reports that are coming out. Hey, but enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.